host.
Alright boys, how's it going? This is Red Star Nova here again, and with my good old buddy KMils coming in with this new video that I told you I was going to make on the last video, our top 5 manga of all time. And we're going to do the same format as our last video. You know, we're each going to give our 5 and go up from there. And, well, I guess without further ado, let's get started on the list. My number 5 will be the 7 Deadly Sins, or Nanatsu no Taizai, however you want to call it. The reason I put it as number 5 is because I really like it's just regular shonen, but at the same time, it has some elements that make me feel like it's more serious in terms of like storytelling. Like there's foreshadowing, there's a lot of more serious stuff. And obviously, I like death in series as well. But I mean, a lot of shonen have death, so that's always good. But I just like the way the storytelling, it's handled, and how the villains are portrayed compared to the heroes. Like I don't know, sometimes it's kind of hard to see who is actually the good guy, who is the bad guy. And they have like kind of references with religion and how they flip things over with like 7 Deadly Sins. And I don't want to spoil too much, but there's other people that are called something else relating to the good guys. But I won't get into a spoiler. So that's my number 5, and I'll turn it over to KMils.
All right, my number 5 is gonna be Real Life. It's ongoing. It's still kind of as a manga, even though the layout of the pages is more like the manhwa Chinese Korean one, but it's in Japan. It's written by a Japanese person, so it's manga. But
it's in color.
Yeah, it's in color. The panel layout is very not manga like, but it is manga.
Is it still right to left, or is it left to right?
Yeah, it's still right to left.
Okay.
So it's still manga. It's just looks a lot different, but it's still manga. The reason why I like it, it's a slice of life, but a very unique way of taking it. Something like it was something that I wish I could go through, because you get to relive a certain part of your life and like hope make that change you as a person per se, whatever. But it's still, even though it's like high school, it's still very like adult issues, adult based. So it's good. You get good input from it, and like you just see things in a different perspective. So it's life changing, kind of. And it's very entertaining. It's cute and stuff. So
yeah, watch the end. It was pretty interesting for sure. As for my number 4, well, the rest of my list is gonna be all, instead of showing it, they're all gonna be seinen manga, which they're all more serious, which I love. So my number 4 is Vagabond, and it's the story of just a samurai and how he becomes the greatest samurai in Japan's history. It's kind of like based off real events, one of those kind of stories where that person did exist. Just the storytelling is done to the author's liking. And I really love the story because it focuses a lot on like what it means to be strong, and like what it means to because the main character is really arrogant and really, I guess, he's a brute, you could say. he's like a caveman or something. He's just really strong, and he doesn't care about anything. But he really learns what it means to value his own life, and like what it means to value the life of others, and what it means to be strong. So I like that kind of stuff, internal struggles. Mm-hmm. So that's why it's my number 4.
Okay, that's good. My number 4 is Kimi no Arumashi, or if you need the English name, it's the town where you used to live.
Okay.
Or something like that.
I think I've heard of it, but I've never seen anything about what it's about.
If you watch Suzuka or like Fuka, like I think it was from last season.
I've heard of Fuka, but I haven't watched it.
It's by the same people, so if you're like into that, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's very romancy, and I know like most of the people that read it, or like that were reading it as it was coming out, got very frustrated with the end. To me, honestly, I like the drama aspect of that. Just like the whole wishy-washy guy between like 2 different girls. Because realistically, that's how high school guys are. Everyone that reads manga always have like, oh, that main character has to be perfect. No one wants a perfect character. That was boring as hell. We like the flaws in characters, so that's why. And I kind of related to them, dude. Sounds bad, but I don't care. And plot is nice. Plot is nice. Both plot, you know what I mean.
Okay. Anyways, as for my number 3, I'm gonna put Holy Land. Holy Land is it's really a more realistic series about martial arts, but it has to do a mixture of martial arts along with the main character who, at the beginning of the series, he gets bullied a lot, and it's pretty dark because he like there's even like references to like suicide and stuff like that, and how the main character gets but everyone just like wants to, I don't know, gang up on him for some reason. But he begins to learn martial arts, and the reason it's called Holy Land is because the main character he called the main character at some point in the story, he kind of references or he calls, I guess, everyone around him his Holy Land. So it's like it's just him fighting and getting stronger, but then because he gets stronger, more people want to fight him. So then it just, everything just gets out of control. But like he starts making friends and everything, and then he starts finding people that he likes to spend time with, and that's what he considers his Holy Land, and he's trying to protect that by becoming stronger. Okay.
Nakama.
Nakama.
Nakama power.
Nakama power.
Number 3. Right? Yeah. My number 3 is gonna be Assassination Classroom. Pretty much everyone kind of knows that. I was like
what it is? Is that it?
Yeah, everyone knows that title, or at least that that reads anime, watch anime, read manga. Like it was number 3. I don't remember. It got pretty high up.
Oh, the bestseller?
Yeah.
Oh, that's number 2.
Oh, number 2, because of it, and good plot, amazing set of characters from like the main classroom to like the antagonists or all the different antagonists. They're all very unique. Very interesting. Like I don't want to say plot again, but like the thing that drives the plot about how like the teacher is teaching the students how to kill him. That's
it's just so interesting.
Yeah,
Weird.
It's a nice twist, and it's still in a youthful, childish thing. So it's not super dark, but you could still understand the seriousness of it all.
Mm-hmm.
And how it ends, you just get so attached. Yeah, it feels like.
I said I'd finish it. Dude.
Like I wish I was in that classroom. I wish I was one of the kids there. Like God damn.
So I gotta finish it.
Yeah,
see what it's all about.
I was not ready for it.
All right then. For my number 2, it's gonna be Vinland Saga, which is a story about Vikings, and again, it's really dark and stuff, and just the main character has to deal with, again, his own struggles about. He seeks revenge for the person. He wants to get revenge on the person that killed his father, and he even joins their crew, becomes part of the guy's crew just to kill him. But obviously the guy is really strong, and he has to get stronger himself to be able to beat him. But a lot of things are happening throughout the story, and you see the main character change and have like certain events that lead up that happen cause him to be like, what am I gonna do with my life now? Like, what's gonna happen after I get my revenge? Like, so it's like, who is he? Because he's so focused on it that he doesn't know what's gonna happen afterwards. So I don't know. I like that kind of stuff. So, and obviously there's a lot of fighting and a lot of war. It's like set during like medieval times. So really good stuff.
My number 2, Maid-sama or Kaishowa Maid-sama. I don't know the English name, to be honest.
I think it's just Maid-sama.
Oh wait, Kaisho is like student president maid or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's my number 2. Is probably like, I don't know, the whole story. Like I watched the anime first, and then like I fell in love with it. Realized that there's no way it could end. I mean, I like the ending of the anime, but there's no way it could end just like that.
Yeah.
So when I read the manga, I actually didn't start from that point. I went from the very beginning, and I typically don't do that, but because I like the series so much, I had to. And I realized like certain parts that weren't there that made me like it more. And then after that, you think it's gonna be all like happy, lovey-doveys. It got more drama, but the plot just went crazy. So like you're like driven, and it wasn't a weekly series.
It was a monthly.
It was a monthly, so like you like the hype, the anticipation, the cliffhangers.
Fuck that,
was
dude.
amazing.
Waiting a month for that.
Like no, it made like I feel like if someone like never read it, start reading it now, they won't understand. Like it's still good, but it's not gonna be fully there because when you get that chapter and you get to see the next part, like you get so satisfied. It's unbelievable, and like the way it ended was too perfect. I couldn't have it any other way.
It's also one of my to read mangas. I mean, I watch the anime, but if there's more, then obviously I want to know
It was so cute.
All right then. And then finally, for our number one, my number one is gonna be, y'all probably already know since I was reviewing the chapters before for Kingdom. By far, like, will always be my number one most likely. Just because I really like it's a seinen, yes, but it really has a lot of shonen aspects too, because the main character is like, he's kind of like your typical main character, just, he's kind of dumb and kind of, wants to fight a lot, but wants to achieve his dream, obviously, kind of like the whole dream thing that you see in a lot of shonen. But at the same time, like, Kingdom is grounded on realism. Like, there's not really superpowers. I mean, there are people that are really strong and obviously you can't do that kind of stuff in real life. But I mean, for the most part, it's pretty realistic, and it's based off historical events that happened during China's warring state period. And so it's like the journey of a slave boy who wants to become the greatest general and helping the king of his state unify all of China. So, yeah, and it has to do a lot with politics, war tactics, strategy, and all that stuff. So I love that stuff. So, and the action scenes are just awesome. And you know who I'm talking to. The art is amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, it's amazing. But yeah, that's why Kingdom's my number one, probably, and will always be.
I don't know about that art,
Hey,
bro.
dude.
I mean, it's realistic, but
I mean, the beginning, I'll admit, the beginning art is not that good. But as the story progresses, it gets a lot better.
I mean, no, hold on, man. My number one's fucking One Piece. I saw the day one to like how it is now, but still, like, I mean, no, I'm not gonna say anything about the art for One Piece. It's compared to everything else, it's pretty bad. But like the same thing with Kingdom.
Those are fighting words, Kenny. Nah. I mean, I don't think it's the best, obviously. I don't think Kingdom Hearts is the best.
They're both doable.
It's good.
They're both doable, but I wouldn't put either of ours like good art.
Because Jordan says he doesn't want to read it just because of the art. Like, just because of the art. Like, that shouldn't really be a deal breaker.
Okay, for a manga, no. So
it shouldn't be a deal breaker for like. No. I don't want to watch this because the art is weird.
Yeah, I agree on that. But yeah, wait, are you done with yours?
Yeah, I'm good. That's fine.
Yeah, like I said, One Piece is my number one. 869 chapters to today. Not sure when this is gonna come out, so it might be 870 by then. Yeah, 869. Not like, it has everything that he likes about it in a manga, everything I like in a manga, anything from a story that I like is going to be in One Piece. There's serious plot, serious fights, romance, a lot of comedy, and like plot devices are well used. A lot of good foreshadowing that's not expected. The Arthur Oda uses like old references from like the first quarter of the series and brings it back to life, so everything stays relevant. And he constantly adds new ones, so it's like an ever expanding tale.
I'm totally halfway done.
Yeah, it's like 60% done, so at least another 10 years. If at this pace, it's probably gonna be less than that. But just like the sheer amount, like we're only 60% done.
Longest running series ever.
Probably. I can't believe, like, if you didn't know about One Piece and I tell you, okay, this series is about a pirate crew going from basically getting to the end of the equator for a treasure, you would think that's only gonna last 100 chapters, if that.
Yeah. But dude, 800 something, that's crazy.
What? I'll have my midlife crisis before this series is over.
What are you gonna do when it ends?
I don't know. I never actually thought of that.
Me neither. For Kingdom, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I can't even imagine owning all the volumes.
For One Piece, I don't mean either.
I need a whole bookshelf. Not a shelf. That's like,
what is it, like 80 volumes? Or like
at least, right now? Think, yeah.
Right now it's like 80 volumes, kind of damn.
And like he said about Kingdom, just because of the art, it's not to like the highest of standard.
It shouldn't be like a reason. It shouldn't be a reason.
Everything else is flawless. So like, scoop up One Piece, read all 870 chapters, or watch the anime, or whatever.
I wish I had gotten into it earlier because it's just too much.
It's not too late.
It's too much.
It's like, I caught up. I watched all the episodes in one winter break of high school. You could do this. You could do this.
One day, definitely. I'll do it.
You could read all of it within a month. if you really try. If you stop playing League.
It's impossible. But alright guys, that's going to be our list right there. Top 5 manga of all time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff down below. And I'll see y'all for the next video. Deuces.